Okay, we are recording now.
Nice. So welcome everybody. My name is Annabelle Ola. We have our whole team here and all of you to join in about our BOGO boxes. And I don't know if all of you got them, and I'd love to do a little chat in the chat field below. Say yes if you ordered the box. And I will say this is only the second time doTERRA has done a BOGO box. They have done BOGOs. They do it 2 to 3 times a year, and so it's fun. It's just exciting, and it's a good way to build up your stash, so to speak. But the BOGO boxes are new, and we kind of watched how it went last time, and it was definitely worth it because you saw oil sell out really quickly. Yay, Rhonda, got the BOGO box, nice. Lindsay, nice. I know Debbie got it, and Aaron, and obviously. But it's nice because you're not paying shipping for each day. So you pay it once, you get everything, and you know that even though it's a surprise, you know you're getting good oils. They're not putting their, like, you know, I don't want to say lame oils because there are no lame oils, but they're not putting their worst in there. They're putting really nice oils. And today is the last day, and if you didn't do the box, I know it's an expensive BOGO, but we're going to talk about it. Erin's going to talk about Melissa. It is a oil to have in the house, and she'll explain why. But we're going to go through each oil. I'm going to have some fun with this. We're going to involve you guys and tell us how you use it, and anything you want to add in questions or comments, you can either in the comment field. Yay, Sonia and Eve, perfect. Yeah, they are behind in shipping, by the way. I just saw that. It hasn't arrived yet because they're trading warehouses out. So just FYI, shipping has been a bit of a thing, but call them just to let them know that you are missing anything. So before we start, Erin and I wanted you to give us a positive for today, like just starting the call off on a positive note, something positive or something grateful in your life right now. Feel free to put it in the chat or unmute yourself. And I'm going to do the same. So even if you just make a mental note to yourself, just nice to start this call out on a positive note. And like I said, you don't have to share, but if you want to, feel free to put it in the chat field or just sort of say it to yourself. And we'll go from there. So we're going to talk about BOGOs and your BOGO box. And then you know if you got the BOGO box, or I'm sorry, if you got today's BOGO separately from the BOGO box, you get a peppermint beadlet. So if you decide you want to still grab a second one or be able to make that order today, we have hours left, then you'll be getting free peppermint beadlets, and you'll also be put in the raffle for the free kids kit, which if you haven't seen it before, and especially if you have kids, oh, I thought it was up here. It's a roller set for stronger, braver, thinker, all the things that kids need to feel good, and they're diluted so that they can put them on themselves and feel empowered and say some positive affirmations along with it. So, oh yay, we're getting some really nice affirmations and positive things. Grateful for friends and family. Yep, awesome, Erin, thank you. And we'll just keep reading as we go along, but we are going to get started. Nice, Eve.
Okay.
So, Erin, are you the first person? Is it turmeric? So the first one we're going to talk about is turmeric. Who is up for turmeric tonight?
I believe Lindsay is up for turmeric. You ready for that, Lindsay?
Yeah, I can do it.
Favorite, so I'm excited.
Do you want to do it?
Oh, I can, but
if I didn't.
go for it. You go for it. I'll chime in.
Okay. All right. So the turmeric. This will actually be my first time getting this oil. I don't have it yet, but I am excited to get that and use it because I've been using the turmeric capsules, which I'll kind of touch on those a little bit here in a second. But so turmeric oil is sourced from India and Nepal. Is that right, Erin? It's both countries?
Right. Right.
And in the 15 ml bottle that you're getting, it takes, it's equivalent to 550 grams of the turmeric root. And that equates to a little over a pound of the turmeric root to get this little bottle of oil, which is quite a lot. Turmeric, like the first word that comes to mind for me is inflammation. So, inflammation in the body is disease, and we can naturally restore the body back to a healthy inflammatory response. And using turmeric is one tool that we can use to help our body be able to do that. And inflammation, it's kind of a broad term, but that shows up in our body in ways of allergies, asthma, autoimmune diseases, arthritis, lupus, and even some doctors are saying it's also linked to Alzheimer's. So being able to reduce inflammation in the body is extremely important. And turmeric is a very powerful oil that can help us do that. Can we go to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so you can diffuse turmeric to boost your mood and create feelings of positivity. Has anyone ever diffused turmeric? I haven't done that yet. Anybody?
Doesn't smell the best, but if you combine it with something else, something with a very powerful sweet scent, you might have a good experience with that. But yeah, if when you open it up, it's like you have a vat of the turmeric spice in front of you. So we know that's a very pungent smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people love it. It's personal preference.
Okay. So yeah, you can see here on the slide ways that it affects our mood, helps us manage stress levels, which is part of helping reduce inflammation in the body, is managing your stress. Another thing that turmeric oil can do is help regulate the nervous system. So your nervous system and your immune system are strongly connected. Stress, you've probably heard a lot of people say that stress can lead to disease. And I believe that that's true. And this oil can help, support both the nervous and the immune system. And that is how it can, I think that's where it comes into play of promoting positive feelings and supporting proper stress levels, is because it's affecting our nervous system, which affects your stress levels. So go to turmeric oil can also support healthy glucose and lipid metabolism, or sugar and fat metabolism. It can enhance cellular antioxidant enzymes. And an example of that would be an antioxidant called glutathione. Our body can make that, but like other things, it decreases with age and poor lifestyle. So the turmeric oil can help protect, or the glutathione can help protect against autoimmune diseases. It can fight psoriasis. So this is just one example of how turmeric can support the antioxidants that can protect us from disease. You can use it as a spot treatment for blemishes, or you can use it like maybe a drop with your moisturizer and use it all over for clean, healthy looking skin. Another way that this can be used, so turmeric oil has two parts in it, turmerones and R-turmerones. And those two ingredients help increase the absorption of curcumin. So this is like why I like to take the turmeric capsule, because it has both the extract and the oil. And, they need each other to help the extract and the oil need each other to help do their work properly. and from the extract, the curcuminoids help our body fight off free radicals and protect against oxidative damage. And by itself, the curcuminoids have poor bioavailability. So when they have the help, when the extract and the oil can help each other out, they all work better. And like you've probably heard some people say, if you're gonna eat turmeric, blend it with black pepper to make it more bioavailable, but actually using the root with the oil is stronger, makes for stronger bioavailability in our body. The next one. Okay, so we already talked a little bit about diffusing turmeric, maybe with something that smells a little bit sweeter, to help improve cognitive function. Because inflammation can happen in the brain, so it is important to protect our brain. Oil pulling, I haven't tried that with turmeric yet. Has anyone done oil pulling? With the
I've
coconut?
done oil pulling with frankincense and with clove, but I haven't tried it with turmeric. But I will say I have added it to dishes like curry and other things that ask for turmeric, and I love the flavor that it gives, and it's just easy. You add a drop in, and I know turmeric's been such a hot thing lately. I think there's a lot of info on golden milk out there. I've always wanted to try to make it. I haven't, but this is a great way to take it internally too.
Yeah.
Take a screenshot of this recipe. This would be really great to do at home, everybody.
Yeah, try that. That sounds good.
I have a question, sorry. What is oil cooling?
It's when you, and correct me if I'm wrong, Erin and Lindsay, but you put an oil in your mouth and you swish it around for quite a bit of time. I can't even remember the length of time, but it helps pull toxins out of your mouth and out of the body. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's typically done with coconut oil. That's a popular one, and you do it for like 15 minutes.
And just the oil, not like mixed with water or anything, just straight oil?
Just straight oil. Like
oh, wow.
Trader Joe's, like the refined or unrefined cold pressed coconut oil from Trader Joe's. You put like a tablespoon in your mouth and swish it around like mouthwash, and then you spit it out.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks.
Good question.
Okay.
All right, so then we have cheer. I think I'm doing cheer also. Is that right?
I think Annabelle, were you gonna pop in on cheer?
I can.
Okay.
I was filling in, so I'm good with that. So I love cheer. Actually, the roller one is great, which you could turn this into a roller one, or just being able to diffuse cheer in general. It's an uplifting blend. It contains lemon myrtle, wild orange, cinnamon, vanilla bean, and clove. And I like to put it behind my ears if I wear it, kind of like a perfume. So it's got a great, clean, happy smell to it. Then we'll go to the next slide here. So the benefits, like I said, helps boost the mood, brings in optimism, cheerfulness, happiness. Maybe you start your day off with a positive affirmation and put the oil on. It counteracts negative emotions, feeling low or down or blue. Like I said, you can diffuse or put it on. You can inhale it, so that's a nice way to do it as well. And the next slide, Erin. Oh, now we're going to tea tree oil. Is that me or you, Erin?
Tea tree is you.
Okay. So
we've been trying to switch this all up for you guys to keep it a little more entertaining.
Moving around. So Melaleuca is the same thing as tea tree oil. It's native to Australia, just like it says here, specific to Queensland and New South Wales. It's been known for medicinal uses for quite some time. It has that sort of woodsy, herbaceous, clean smell. And Erin, I know, has used it a lot for ear infections, preventative for ear infections. Same thing with my daughter. It's also great for acne and spots and other things like that. She's just exiting out to the pool as I speak. So you can see here what it makes in a bottle. It's 3 pounds of Melaleuca. So you can see with doTERRA when we're going through these slides that they're taking a lot and putting it into one bottle concentration wise, and that's what you're paying for. You are paying for the quality and clarity of it coming from these sourced areas where it grows the best and you get the best cellular energy from that plant for the healing for you. That's what makes doTERRA different. That's why you guys are here and doing it. It does say some oils below that it works well with, but skin, hair, and nails. Another thing we've talked about before is it's a lice deterrent. So putting a few drops in your shampoo, great idea. Facial cleanser, you could add it to boost rejuvenation properties. Apply on the, I haven't done this before, but I've heard a lot of good things about putting it on the toenails and fingernails to purify and keep the nails looking healthy and strong. So that's another one for tea tree oil. Do you have any more slides on that, Erin?
One more. This is just how to use it different ways.
Oh, okay. So because it is a cleansing oil, it does help with the immune system. Like I said, you could diffuse. You could put it on directly on the bottom of your feet. If you have warts, especially plantar warts, you combine tea tree with oregano. However, there was a new oil, I believe, Erin, that someone was telling us about that was really good for warts. Do you remember what that was?
Was it Nioli?
I think it might have been Nioli. So that's a form of tea. It's a form of.
It's in the same family. Okay.
And if that, just like everybody reacts differently to different oils, if that one doesn't work, maybe we try a frankincense or even a turmeric combination. So don't give up when it hasn't been the one that worked for you. You can add it to cotton balls and neutralize smells. And this is a nice surfacing. Again, if you want to take a screenshot, 5 drops of tea tree oil, lemon oil, wild orange into one of those spray bottles filled with water. And you could even add a little bit white vinegar into that. Be good to go for a surface cleaner. After piercings, if any of you guys are doing extra piercings these days, you can clean up the ears or, children, grandchildren, to keep it clean. We actually did use this when my daughter got her ears pierced. And this is another one I did not know. I'm learning all the time with you guys. Flowers, adding a drop or two in a vase cut with fresh flowers. That's a really good one because you want your flowers that you paid for to last longer. So that's awesome. I'm going to try that. As far as mood goes, because there is an emotional component to each oil, it clears negative and energetic baggage. It helps release codependent and parasitic relationships. So just think negative relationships. Helps us in letting go of a toxic life and things that are draining you that you need to kind of close the door on anyway. It's a way to help assist you in that or help you cope with it. Helps you break negative ties to others, and those, they call it vampiric, like sucking relationships, vampiric relationships. Encourages you to connect in ways that honor and respect yourself and others. So think about your true self or your true beliefs and using tea tree to be your friend to help you through that. Brings levels of accountability and awareness from unhealthy bonds. So you can see the theme here, and empowers you or individuals to relinquish all forms of self-betrayal. So that's pretty powerful stuff. And Diffuser Blend. This is nice, again, to take a screenshot of if you want to be breathing nice and freely. We do have breathe oil, obviously, but a combination of 2 drops of tea tree oil, 2 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of lime, and a drop of peppermint. That's a nice combo. Springtime smell is you could add the 2 drops of tea tree with geranium and 4 drops of lavender. That I would like to do. Actually, I'll do that tomorrow.
Good blends.
Yes. And I'm just going to have you guys take a screenshot of this. There's a foot balm here that you could do if you were inspired to do so, just to keep the feet clean and healthy. And remember, your pores are the largest in your feet, so this would serve your whole body. Citronella, this one's mine too. So Citronella helps release stagnant irritations and annoyances, brings forgiveness, and consciousness, inspires discernment and protection. So if you have those kind of things going on in your life, it's also the bugs outside, but the bugs maybe in your life, in your relationships. So that's the emotional benefits. As everyone knows, it's a natural pest repellent. It cleans the surfaces as well, so it is a cleanser. You could probably combine it with Melaleuca. Emotionally uplifting and stress reducing. This is another one that can help with the scalp and the skin. Diffuse to ward off pests. I actually wish that we had you could take it in one of those foggers outside into your garden, because I think the mosquitoes are pretty bad right now. But you can put it on the pressure points and behind the ears just to kind of safeguard yourself. We do have TerraShield, but if you have this in the BOGO box, give it a shot. So that is Citronella's uses. Here's a bug spray ingredient, and I'm not going to go through it word by word because you guys can see it and take a picture. Again, we do have TerraShield, but some people like to make their own items, and it can save money. So that is a nice recipe for you guys. Non-toxic.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add, I was looking at the emotional side of citronella. My sister loves it, and she was interested in knowing, and there's so much to citronella about releasing negativity and control, and embracing a more positive attitude and letting go of control. So I think that's kind of a cool thing about, some people just love the scent of citronella based on memory and experiences. I know it reminds me of the beach when I was a kid, but citronella is doing so much for your emotional well-being as well as keeping the bugs away. So I think.
And I did get something from someone earlier. It actually masks the human scent so bugs stay away. That's why it works. Apply that to bugs, but also sketchy hotel bugs or parasites, lice, all those things, and that's why it works.
It's a good one. Okay, and I think Lindsay, you are up next for Island Mint.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm really excited to get this one. I've never used it before, but I mean, it just sounds amazing. So I'm really excited to get this one. The Island Mint is the summertime blend. And you can see here it has peppermint oil, lime, lemon, and spruce. So both the lemon and the lime are cleansing oils, but they will also help you feel energized, renewed, and calm, which are like kind of three words that come to mind if you think about vacation. That's what this Island Mint sounds like to me is, what does vacation smell like? Like the beach, like summertime. The lemon is good for restoring energy and soothing mental fatigue. And the lime is both uplifting and refreshing. So it helps us when we might be feeling discouraged, maybe put us in a little bit better mood. And then the peppermint, we all know that this is invigorating to the mind and body while helping us combat any negative thoughts or negative mind chatter. And the peppermint also helps to promote happiness and positivity. And it helps us to maintain concentration and focus, maybe while we're working, maybe help stimulate creative thoughts while we're working or trying to focus on a project. So the Island Mint would be really good to put in your diffuser, maybe keep it in the kitchen or on your desk at home. Just kind of help you take, smell a little bit of an escape while you're working. So it says here, you can diffuse 3 or 4 drops in your diffuser for concentration. You can put a couple drops in your hand, rub your hands together and just breathe it in. That way, like we've done with other oils, because of the peppermint in there, it will help promote clear airways and easier breathing. And then is this the one? Yes, so the spruce also helps with the clearing the airways and making for easier breathing. And the spruce, because it's, I believe that's a grounding oil, right? And so that is also emotionally calming as well for us.
Awesome. Okay.
I think that was the last one. Yeah.
And this is Purify, which came with the island mint.
Yes. So Purify, I do have this one, so I've been using it. So this one is a combination of lemon and lime, the Melaleuca or tea tree oil, cilantro, citronella, and Siberian fir.
Oops, sorry about that.
That's okay.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah, so the Purify is a combination of 6 different oils, and they all, some of them do kind of the same thing. Some of them do something a little bit different, but Purify is great for cleaning in your house, getting rid of stinky odors, eliminating odors. So you can use it in a spray bottle to clean, you know, kitchen and bathroom surfaces. You could even mop your floors with it, like mix it with water. I haven't tried this yet, adding it to, I think it's the rinse cycle when you do your laundry. I think Tara said she does that. But you could also add a few drops onto the dryer balls and put that in your laundry that way to help freshen your laundry.
I love it for stinky laundry.
Does it work really well?
It's great. I mean, for soccer and basketball, like stuff that like, or my husband's workout clothes. If you just put it right in there with the detergent that you're using,
Okay.
it really helps get the smell out. So I love it in the laundry.
Okay.
And if you put it on your dryer ball with lavender,
Mm-hmm.
it just smells really nice, and it just helps get extra cleansing going on in the dry cycle.
Okay, I'll try that because I do the lavender, but I'll try the combination.
That's okay.
This is also another one that you can use as an insect repellent. So you could maybe combine it with, well, it has the citronella. You could combine it with the Terra Shield, or you could try it alone to use as a repellent. That because of the citronella and the tea tree in there, there's probably help with that. This was, I saw a good idea to use it for if you're traveling, when we can travel again, or if you're just going somewhere short. Take a little spray bottle with you and add, 20 drops of the oil to water in a spray bottle and spray it on the hotel bed to kind of, hotels can sometimes smell not so purified. All right, so some more benefits here. It refreshes any environment when it's diffused. A really nice one to diffuse. It can protect us from environmental threats like seasonal allergies. And here's another way to clean the counters. You can just add 5 to 10 drops in a small spray bottle and wipe down your countertops. It can help soothe irritations from bug bites. And we talked about the laundry to help eliminate odors, which I'll definitely try. Go to the next one. Okay.
Thank you, Lindsay.
You're welcome.
I love that Purify. And now we are going to turn over to Nikki, who's going to do Deep Blue.
Okay, Deep Blue. Why did I get into doTERRA? Because of Deep Blue. It was my chiropractor that had a whole liter bottle of it in her practice, and she massaged the heck out of my shoulders using Deep Blue. And I actually bought some from her at the most expensive way, of course, at the retail price from a professional practice. There are many components to Deep Blue. One is wintergreen. It has a lot of the monoterpene ester methyl salicylate. Salicylate. How do you say that word? Salicylate. There we go. Has a great smell. I love the wintergreen smell. Also, helichrysum. There are over 600 species of helichrysum throughout the world, but it's primarily Helichrysum italicum that's sourced for its essential oil due to its ability to encourage energy and vitality. Blue Tansy is also in it. I use Blue Tansy in my moisturizer on my face and also in my body lotion. There's Lang Lang in it, and that's of course prized in the perfume industry, and gives you calm and relaxing feelings. The other oil in it is Osmanthus. It's used for irritated skin. It's a pleasing fragrance and very popular in the perfume industry as well. It takes about 200 pounds of Osmanthus to extract a single ounce of its oil. Okay. The cooling sensation we get, that's obviously from peppermint, as we all know, and it comes from the flowering tops of the peppermint plant. Camphor bark. Now, this is something that I used a lot as a kid in England. We used to get big bottles of just camphor oil. And so when I smell, I think, deep blue, I was immediately drawn to it because it reminded me of my childhood. And we used to use camphor on our chests as part of, for respiratory illnesses when you had a cold, right? But it's great for massage therapy. And then the other thing in deep blue is blue chamomile, or German chamomile as it's known. And it has a warm herbal aroma. So you can rub it in, you can put it before you go out and do something, you can, I'm not following the screen at all, you can, yeah, everything. What's interesting to me is you can pre and post workout. I hadn't thought about doing that really.
It's great for warming your muscles up. That camphor.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that much until I was reading it earlier. Okay, everybody can read that. And I like the growing pains things for kids growing legs. And of course, lots of people advertise, promote layering it with copaiba, which is what I do. And yeah. Ooh, head tension relief. Okay, well, there we have it. That's a nice one. Let's see. Okay. And mood. All right, what can we get out of this without reading everything on here? I like teaches individuals acceptance and tolerance of their pain. That's an interesting one for me. To me. Offers strength to face emotional wounds. This is what Annabelle was talking about. Every blend or oil within the blend has its emotional side to it. And I think I need to delve into that a little bit more. I was wondering if Annabelle does affirmations with that at the same time when she applies these things topically.
I should.
I think there's so many different oils for pain. And I was going through this with someone the other day, but we have past tense, which we'll talk about soon. We have deep blue, we have aroma touch. But they have, so if we think about all of our pain being tied to, rooted in a mind-body connection to an emotion, deep blue is the one that's going to release intense emotional pain. And then the past tense is going to release tension that's been held because of long-lasting pain in the body. And then aroma touch is that soothing over. So it's kind of like giving you that, it's our massage oil, so it's that comforting that pain. So together they can emotionally support you. So when we emotionally release our pain, then it's easier to physically get rid of the pain. So a lot of people who have chronic back pain, chronic head pain, get a lot of relief from deep blue for the physical, that icy hot feeling, but also because it's helping release the other emotions that are tied to that chronic pain. If that makes sense.
So anyone tuning in today may think this is a bit woo-woo, but in my chiropractor's office, there was a healer that I went to several times for the release of emotional pain. And he traced some of where I was holding my pain to looking through my past history and some very emotional areas that I had dealt with. I can't remember the name. I'm unable to explain what it is. But I've had it done.
So that can be any form of energy work. And I'm certified in Acunet, which is a form of energy healing. A really great resource to look at is Louise Hay, because, like, for example, lower back pain can mean Sometimes it's actually physical, and sometimes it's an emotional hold that you're trapped in the body, and that can be when you're feeling lack, or you're worried about money or your finances. Or if it's hip pain, it could be trouble moving forward in life, or digestive trouble digesting what you're dealing with. So there's a lot of truth to it, and that's why we love seeing the emotion side of this. So yeah, and thank you, Sonia, for saying it's been a miracle with your sciatica. A lot of my clients have used it for that. So thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you, Nikki. And then I think Annabelle, it's back to you for past tense.
Debbie, you're up.
Oh, Debbie, you're up.
Oh, hey.
Show your
Hey.
video.
Hello. Sorry, I'm testing my picture in my husband's phone. That's how vain I am. Past tense. I can't say enough about that. I use this so much. And especially lately with everything that's going on in the world, I'm just tense all the time, it seems. And I experience it's in my shoulders. So I use this all the time. It's got so many good things in it. It has wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, marjoram, Roman chamomile flower, basil leaf, and rosemary leaf. I find this is what I use to go to sleep at night. It opens up my airways. I literally on my neck, on my back, shoulders, not my back, my shoulders, my wrists even. I use it usually in conjunction with the Serenity oil. I find that it works really well. One thing that I would like to do with it is diffuse it. I've never done that. So has anyone done that? Has anyone diffused past it? I guess it might be kind of hard because it's in a roller ball. But anyways, it just, honestly, it's magic. When I open it and I smell it, it just puts me right at ease. I can't say enough good things about it. I'm probably not reading the screen. It's just amazing. Let's see.
This is just an idea for a rub,
Oh,
which everyone could screenshot if they wanted, because it's kind of a cool idea to put the copaiba and the past tense together with lotion. And make your
now
own
see,
rub.
I hadn't even thought of that with copaiba, because I'm a big fan of copaiba too. I use that every morning as well.
And even when they come in those roller bottles, you can pop the roller right off.
Right, and then use it. Yeah.
But I haven't diffused it either. That's an interesting way to use it.
Another one we use a lot in my studio because of planks and other things. And I would think that Nikki, the same thing with swimming. You're just trying to release here, and it literally melts the muscles. It is the oddest thing. You put on past tense all over your shoulders and neck. Give it a few minutes, you will feel it. Awesome.
Right, and the thing that I find really wonderful about it, I have problems. I have to sleep. When I go to sleep at night, I have to breathe through my nose, and it just makes that possible every night. It's just amazing.
It can help clear your sinuses. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Right. If you roll it right on here for a sinus infection, try to steer clear of your eyes. It gives a lot of relief. Yeah,
so
I like
it's wonderful. Okay, I'm totally off topic here, but
that's great. Thank you, Debbie. So
you're welcome.
Again, okay, thank you. So today, our last BOGO, which we still have time to order, is a pricier BOGO, but I want to tell you a little bit about Melissa and why Melissa is what sold me on the whole box. I've been wanting to get Melissa for years, and we know it's retails at $115. I think wholesales at $115. I think it retails at like $175. I might be wrong on that. It might be more.
153.
153. So thank you. So we get a good savings when we're buying it at wholesale. It's a very sacred and coveted oil. It's from Bulgaria. It's actually called lemon balm also. So many of us have heard of lemon balm before. And it's extracted, lemon balm, it's the same, it's an extraction from the leaf of the Melissa plant. So it has a lot of components in it. I'm going to read here because I don't always remember all these components, but it's got geraniol, nerol, and beta-carotene, which are really, really powerful in so many different ways for your body. So Melissa is right on par up there with rose and frankincense for the healing of your body, but also emotions. So we talked a little bit about the emotions with Deep Blue, but Melissa is very powerful for mental health. But first I'm going to go over how it helps your body. So you want to take it internally. It's one that you can put a couple drops under your tongue daily or on the roof of your mouth. And we're going to be starting a challenge here in the next week as soon as everybody gets their BOGOs. And of course, you can start sooner if you like, but putting Melissa on the roof of your mouth, just a drop, once, 2 times a day, however many you can, for 30 days to notice, to be aware and cognizant of the changes in you. You can also do it under the tongue or put a drop in 4 ounces of water and drink it. So there's a couple different ways you can use it. But it's gonna be very calming for your nervous system. It's gonna help rejuvenate your skin. It actually can help improve memory. And on the emotional side, it's bringing in light. So when we think about our mental health, sometimes we can go to those places of darkness, and the darkness can just be depression or complete overwhelm or feeling scattered. But Melissa's going to bring you back to grounding, back to your light source, and it's going to help you to just calm all over. And it's going to help you focus. So I'm going to read a little bit to you from my favorite book, which I use often, Emotions and Essential Oils. I know if you've been on these calls before, you've heard me talk about this book, but Melissa is the oil of light. So it awakens the soul to truth and light, and it reminds individuals of who they truly are and why they came to this earth. So Melissa invites one to release everything and anything that holds them back from reaching their fullest potential. It assists individuals in receiving spiritual guidance by reconnecting them with their inner voice. It uplifts the soul by preparing one to ascend. When one feels too weighed down by the burdens of life, Melissa encourages them to keep going. It gives strength and vitality to the innermost recesses of the heart and soul, and invites one to participate in higher realms of living and dreaming. So it's all about getting your spark back, finding that vibrancy within yourself, getting your light back. I think the world needs a lot of Melissa right now, and I think doTERRA has not done it in a BOGO before. So it's going to really help you how you're feeling about the world around you, how you're feeling about yourself. And it's also going to be great for your body. It's going to be doing amazing things for your immune system. So those compounds in Melissa are going to be building up your immune system. It's a very high vibrational level oil. Any oil like that, like rose or frankincense, is going to bring you to a higher level. Lower levels of energy are going to be where you sit with disease or sickness, depression, anxiety. This is going to help bring you up into the light. So Melissa is amazing, and I am excited to get it. I think that it's on sale today, which it never usually is. So if you think of it, you're purchasing Melissa, but you're getting $65 approximately worth of oils for free. And then today, if you get the BOGO, because we want so much for people to try this oil, today you get entered into a raffle. And if you're on a call tonight and you bought the BOGO today, then you get entered into the raffle for a free kids kit. And you also get a peppermint beadlet from us just for trying this BOGO out. So that's Melissa. When you open up the bottle, it's going to have like a very earthy, sweet, and citrusy scent. So actually, I really love the smell of it. So it's definitely a great one to try. And I'm just reading the comments. Annabelle said, put a drop on one of your fingers. I'll do it with turmeric real quick. Put a drop like this on the roof of your mouth, and then it's going to be getting into your brain. So the closer you are to the brain, if you put it on the roof of the mouth, it's helping it enter into that area where it's going to help you with your mental health, with the emotional side. Under the tongue is great too. It's going to get quickly into your body that way. Just the roof of the mouth is even closer to that area for emotional health, the limbic system, and everywhere we want that oil to get to. So I went over a lot in that slide, but very quickly you can see it will boost immunity. It can help you with allergies, so any kind of seasonal threats, it'll help you with that also. Women's health, and keep combining like that with Clary Calm during your menstrual cycle. There's so many amazing ways to use Melissa. And I spoke about the mood and mind a lot, so you can see it here. You can screenshot it if you want to remember. Finding the joy in living. I like that because we all need to remember the joy in living, especially when life is a little bit different. So that is Melissa. It's a beautiful oil. And if you bought it, I'm excited for you to try it, and we can do our Melissa challenge. As soon as mine comes, I'm going to be starting that. I think Nikki already started using her Melissa.
Annabelle?
Yes.
Annabelle,
Yes, ma'am.
the kit that you guys are talking about for today, that was the one that has the Melissa in it, correct?
Yes. So each day there was a BOGO. This is the last day to get the Melissa. You can still get it. If you did the BOGO box,
Would you please put me in for one?
I sure will. I'm happy to. I think you're going to love it. And I think when we do this challenge together, we're all going to have some experiences that we're going to share, and may probably have a follow-up call to what did you experience. And I'm happy to do that for you. But Nikki, did you notice anything when you did it?
Well, it was a bit of a shocker, because it's really potent. So I was like, whoa, whoa. And so I actually had to run for a glass of water because I wasn't expecting that at all.
Kind of spicy.
Yeah, it's a combination of the sweetness and the earthiness, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. So, but yeah, I did it. And I'm going to monitor myself a bit more tomorrow.
You can put it in the water too.
Yeah, but I'm going to do that. I want to do that.
Put it in the water and just.
Yeah, I'd rather do that because I think it's more, for me, I thought it's just a different way of doing it,
Yeah.
Nikki, whenever you tried it, did you put it under your tongue or on the top of your, the roof of your mouth?
I mean, I literally did the tip, right? So that it ended up on, I had it on my thumb, and then I went to suck my thumb.
Okay.
And I pushed it up onto the roof of my mouth, and I didn't just push it there. I think I stayed for quite a while.
So you hold it there whenever you
I held it there, yeah.
Okay.
And you can do it however you like. If you don't have to hold it there for an incredibly long period of time for the oil to get in there. Just a quick, like this turmeric I just put in for a second, and I know it's coming in because it's a strong scent.
I may have held mine for too long.
Can you mix the turmeric in with like lemon first thing in the morning with your water? You can mix that?
Yes, that's what I do because I don't like the way the turmeric tastes alone. I like the combination taste with the turmeric and the lemon.
So whenever you mix your lemon, I put 2 drops of lemon in my water. How many drops of the turmeric would I use to get the benefit that I need from it?
I would do 1 drop of lemon and 1 drop of turmeric to start.
Okay.
And if you wanted to add a little more, it's not going to hurt. I just to see if you like it before it gets too powerful. I would do
Okay.
And I just say that I've used turmeric, a whole drop, combined with a ginger drop. I used it yesterday in a smoothie. In that smoothie, it was very green and bitter, but I added cinnamon, I added my own ginger root, I added a prune and a couple of dates, and I tell you what, it was great. I think it's getting the right combination of sweetness with the turmeric if you're going to do it. that way as well. And it's really personal preference, right?
Yes, definitely. It's playing around with it for sure and seeing what you like. This is just some diffuser blends you can try with Melissa if you want to screenshot that. So you have it. And then we're going to move right along to the two that come with Melissa. So Roman chamomile is another incredible oil. It's been around for a long time. We've all heard of Roman chamomile. We use it. We know it. We're familiar with the tea, but the oil has so many benefits. And as an herb, it's probably one of the most ancient medicinal herbs. It's been used for over 2,000 years. For healing, for calming. The essential oil can help fight anxiety and depression. It's a natural allergy reliever. That's something that I did not realize about Roman chamomile until this week. So it actually can help relieve mucus and congestion. It can also help with skin irritations. It's good for PMS. It's good for sleep and helping calm, fussy, temper tantruming children who are having a moment. Roman chamomile is a good one to reach for. It's also good for insomnia. So it's one to use if you're having difficulty sleeping. You can put it at the bottoms of your feet. You can diffuse it. You can put it down the spine. I like to put it down my 3-year-old's spine. So Roman chamomile is great for that restful piece that we need, but it's also good for your heart health. You can just put a drop of Roman chamomile on your heart and it's very soothing. And it's going to be good for your heart health, and it's great for digestion also. Another thing I learned about Roman chamomile, we're always learning, which is what I love about the oils. If you put a drop in your hand and breathe in, it's good for nausea. It'll help just like ginger helps. Roman chamomile is another helpful oil for nausea, which is something I did not know before. And on the emotional side, it's going to help. You can read here, but it's going to bring you peace. It's going to bring you clarity. It's going to inspire courage. All these wonderful things that you're going to be getting, the physical side and the emotional side, which is what I find to be so beautiful about these oils. So that's Roman chamomile. If anybody wants to chime in, I've added it to hot water with honey and drank it as a tea. I enjoy that, putting it on spines. I put it in the diffuser, but probably not as often as I could. I kind of forget about it sometimes for the diffuser, but I bet it would be really nice with, I'm just thinking clary sage or vetiver, something along those lines. So that's
Erin, I use these Serenity tablets or the gel cap, soft gel, to take at night for sleep, and it works very well. But if I was to use the chamomile in my diffuser, would I have a problem?
No, they don't interact with each other. There's no contraindications with any of the oils.
Okay.
So they won't. You know, if you sleep well with the Serenity and you add in Roman chamomile and maybe you don't sleep well, I would say that's because your body doesn't respond to Roman chamomile in that way. I think of it sometimes as like when we give kids Benadryl. Before I knew about oils, we would give our kids Benadryl, and some of our kids would calm right down with it, and some of our kids would be wired. So it's your body chemistry, but typically Roman chamomile is one that most people have a very calming reaction to. And Sonia, you said you have diffused it with clary sage for hot flashes. Oh, that's good to know. That's a great one. Nikki, your 17-year-old, uses it. And Rhonda had a question. So it's going to help with your digestion. It's going to help ease nausea. So if you put a drop in your hand, just breathe it in. It's good for nausea as well. I haven't used it for that, but that's something that I read about this week, and I hadn't thought about Roman chamomile being used for that purpose. But I do think that long ago, the herb was used as a tea. People would use it to help with digestion and calming. And I think people today still do that.
It would be great to take those if you have them, because it's almost probably bedtime for some of you, and test, some of those out. Get it out. Go ahead and pull it out. Put it on. Roman chamomile. Yeah, why not? And you could even start that little Melissa again if you have it.
Good idea. Just putting it on my pressure points. Okay, so our last oil that comes with the BOGO today is yellow mandarin. And I did not know that yellow mandarin, actually, so we have doTERRA sells green mandarin, red mandarin, and yellow mandarin. And green mandarin is from the unripened fruit. Red mandarin is from the ripened fruit of the mandarin. And then yellow mandarin is actually from the peel of the green unripened fruit. So, and it's kind of cool, they get yellow mandarin in a different process. So most citruses are cold pressed. They cold press them or oils are distilled, but in this one they use a sponge and they are able to pull the oil out with the sponge. So I just started reading about that process, but it's something different about yellow mandarin. It's gonna be, it has a lot of limonene in it. So that's one of its main compounds. Limonene is amazing for cleansing. So cleansing your body, if you drink it in a glass of water, it tastes really good in water. Cleansing the air in your home, it's really, really nice in the diffuser. It's great to add to cleaning sprays. If you want to change it up, I add a lot of lemon or orange or lemon and lime or Purify. But today I was like, I forgot about yellow mandarin. I need to switch it up. So I'm using that now in my cleaning spray. But it also, I'm just looking over my notes here, it's great for your nervous system, boosts your immune system, also helps with digestion. It's a nice citrusy, if you love citruses, you're gonna love yellow mandarin. It's a joyful oil, it's gonna boost energy, it's gonna bring in a lot of happiness and light. So I think the combo of these three oils together is really a nice combo. You've got the Melissa for the light, the Roman chamomile for the calming and soothing, and you've got yellow mandarin for joy. So we can all use a lot of that in our lives. I know I can. So this is our BOGO for today. We have, I'm looking at the clock, I would say not too many more hours to get this one. I actually need to put a couple orders in. And I know as soon as I get off the call, I'm going to need to do that before they sell out. So if you did get it, I'm excited for you to get it. And I'm excited for you to get all of the BOGOs. I don't know if anyone's received, I know Annabelle got her BOGO box, Debbie got her BOGO box, but as you get the BOGOs throughout the week, it's really exciting. Try to come back to us if you need help with remembering how to use. Check the Facebook page. There is so much information on the Well Oiled Facebook page. Text us. You can always text us, but we definitely want you to put these oils to great use as soon as you get them in your home and just notice the difference that they make in your life. Don't let them sit on the shelf. Put them to use. And tonight for joining us, we're so excited that you guys came and found out about how to use all these oils. This is like the key to helping the healing in your home and the healing in your life. So tonight, we wanted to first thank you if you bought a BOGO today for this whole BOGO trio, the Melissa, Yellow Mandarin, and Roman Chamomile. If you did that, then we will gift you a peppermint beadlet. So if you did, just shoot us an email or comment on Facebook so we know that we can get that to you. And then we also are doing a raffle for being on the call tonight if you purchase the BOGO or if you purchase the BOGO box. So I think Annabelle was working on our raffle, spinning the wheel over there.
So thank you guys so much again, like Erin said. This is a lot of, I've learned a lot. I always learn a lot more every time, but that's why I love getting these oils, because you don't know which one's going to work best for you. And then you find out more and you're like, oh, I've never used Roman chamomile. And Melissa, I've used definitely, but not as knowing what I know now. So even if you got the BOGO box, you still have an opportunity. If you think that these are the ones in this little Roman chamomile you use a lot, it's a small bottle, and so is the yellow mandarin. If you think you're going to use them, get a second one, just FYI, before, tomorrow it's going to be over. And then again, you'll get a peppermint beadlet from us. And the kids kit is pretty cool. If you haven't seen it before, sometimes it just gets kind of tossed to the side, but it has roller balls of each oil. One of them being Thinker, helping kids and adults truly. They're just diluted so they can kind of go to town and you don't have to worry about it. Thinker to help them with their focus, Calmer to help them at bedtime, and they can say their little positive affirmations. So it's quite powerful. Rescuer, Stronger. So Rescuer is kind of like Deep Blue. Stronger makes you think of like feeling strong, and I can do this if they're dealing with something emotionally. Tamer for nausea or stomach issues. Brave when they're wanting to be brave, right? So many times in life we need brave. Steady, just when you're feeling like you need grounding, kind of like the balance oil. This is just a really nice kit, and it comes in a little pouch for them, and it comes with these little carabiners that they can attach to things. So it's just a nice kind of rescue kit for kids. And I did the little wheel, and Sonia, you were the winner tonight, so congratulations. I'll make sure that I get this to you. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you ask us questions and let us know if you have anything that you want to know about, because we are helping you, and this is why we do these calls, and we love doing it. So let us know what you need, and thanks again for everybody who presented as well.
Yay! Congrats.
Yay. Anyone have any questions?
Oh, congrats, Sonia. That's awesome. We use that a lot at our house. I love the kids kit.
And adults use it too. I know it says kids kit, but I use a lot of these.
I use, Thinker and Tamer for sure.
So, okay, let us know if you have any other questions. If you still want to put a second order in or a first order in, if you didn't do the box, reach out to one of us and we're happy to help you. I know Elizabeth and Sheev and Sonia, we're already on it. So thanks again, guys. Hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Congratulations, Sonia. Thank you guys for all the work you do.
Aw, thanks for
Thank you.
coming on. Appreciate that.
To see you all.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.